All right, today we are going to preview topic 14, and we've got some vocabulary words to go over. Choose the best term from the word list, write it on the blank. A blank contains numbers and at least one operation, and that would be a numerical expression. So that would be number one. A letter or symbol that represents an unknown amount is called a variable. There we go, right there. So that would be number two. A number sentence that uses the equal symbol is a equation. There we go, right up there. That would be number three. And a display that shows X's or dots above a number line is called a number four line plot. There we go. Evaluate each expression. And remember, we're going to use the order of operations to figure these out. And don't forget your order of operations, PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we do what's inside the parentheses first. So let me clear that for number five. We could rewrite it. 3 times 4 times 10 minus 7 divided by 2. We do what's inside the parentheses first. So now we have 3 times 4 times 3 divided by 2. And we do multiply, divide from left to right. So we'll have 12 times 3 divided by 2. And we have 36 divided by 2. And our final answer is 18 for number 5. And it will look like that. You'll get down, you'll go from the numerical expression all the way down to the answer. Number 6, we have 8 plus 2 inside parentheses times 6 minus 4. We do inside parentheses first, so we have 10 times 6 minus 4. Multiply, divide from left to right, addition and subtraction. So we're going to do 60 minus 4, and our final answer is 56. For number 7, we do 8 plus 2 times 6 minus 4. Remember, we do, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, we do multiply before we do add or subtract. So we're going to do the middle. So we've got 20 minus 4. 16 is our final answer for number 7. Number 8, let's see if I can squeeze it over here. 40 divided by 5 plus 5 times 3 minus 1. We do inside the parentheses first. And then we do multiply, divide from left to right. So we're going to do 40 divided by 5 is 8, plus 5 times 2 is 10. So we wind up with 18 for number 8. For number 9, 15 divided by 3 plus 2 times 10. Multiply, divide from left to right, and then add, subtract. So we do 15 divided by 3 is 5, plus 2 times 10 is 20. 5 plus 20 is 25. And the last one, number 10, I'll do it right up here where it is. 20 times 8 minus 6 divided by 14. 8 minus 6 is 2. 21 times 2 divided by 14. 21 times 2 is 42 divided by 14. Final answer is 3 for that one. So you're evaluating expressions using the order of operations. Don't forget, and some people call it, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or PEMDAS. Write a numerical expression for each word phrase. 3 less than, so we know that's going to be 3 less than the product of 8. Product is multiply, 8 and 6. So we've got 3 less than 8 times 6. So we write it like this, 8 times 6 minus 3. We don't need parentheses because we will multiply before we subtract. 13 more than the quotient of 20 and 4. So we're going to plus 13 of 20 divided by 4. So 20 divided by 4 plus 13. Don't make the error of writing the numbers in order as they appear because they are not always as they appear in the sentence. 4 times the difference between 7 and 2. That one, 4 times the difference of 7 and 2 as the 4 first. And you didn't have to solve them, you just have to write them. And then lastly, use greater than, less than to compare 13 times 54 plus 28 and 13 times 54 plus 28 without calculating. Explain your reasoning. So which one's going to be bigger? Well, if we follow order of operations, we know we do it's inside the parentheses first, and then we would multiply. For this guy, we would multiply these two first, and then we would just add 28. So we know that this value will be larger because 13 times 24 is going to be a big number. Wait a minute, hang on there. Actually, this one's going to be bigger. Yeah, because 54 plus 28 is going to be a bigger number than 13 times 24. So we would be using, we would say, write it that way. And our vocabulary, let me just get back to my a coordinate grid we'll be talking about. A coordinate grid has the X and Y axis, and those are other vocabulary words. The X axis runs along the horizon, and it's labeled with the little X. It's the numbers that fall along the horizon, horizontal, and the Y axis is vertical. It goes up and down. So X axis and Y axis. Origin is where the two cross over. And remember, this is a single quadrant. A quadrant grid is actually looks like this. And in 5th grade, we're pretty much only referencing this part. So you're only seeing part of the grid. Remember that it does continue on when you get into middle school and beyond. Okay.